Capricorn, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, and it's an energy reading. So please take it where and how it resonates in your life. It is your message. And if you're not a Capricorn, this popped up on your feed, do what I always did when some random video popped up on my feed. I was like, if I feel connected to it, it's mine. It popped up on my feed for a reason. And that's how this works. These are energy readings at heart. So it would only come to you if there's something here that's going to help you at just the time that it's going to help you. And this is where your message begins. Oh, okay. Hold on. First card out was hidden. Hidden as in it was face down from me. Okay. But let's see it. Oh, I love it. Way to go, guys. That's success. Yes. It's also like, ooh, spotlight. Like it's the Sun card. So it's all about being seen, being appreciated, and also bringing light to a situation, which means that that's why it's related to success. It's like you're the one that demonstrated the value of whatever it is you're working on, whether it's a relationship or a new business. At this point, that's your personal journey, but it's going well. You know, there's success here. Maybe also a little bit of notoriety and some romance, as in not necessarily kissy poo, but romance as in idyllic. It's something that's ideal, as in this is awesome. This is the way that I intended it to be. This was the way I was working for it to be. And here we are. Then we have Seven of Cups. Ew, I hate this card. I'm just going to I know I shouldn't, but to be totally revealing, transparent to you, this is one of my least favorite cards. Because it's just such a waste of anybody's energy to do these things, to get distracted. It shows lack of discipline, sloppiness. Sometimes it will suggest more than one option, but it always suggests that those options are distracting you. And they're always filled with crap. It's crappiness. It's like if you look at the original tarot, the Rider-Waite tarot deck, which is baseline now for all tarot decks. It's not the oldest tarot deck, but it's baseline now. And you'll see in each of the cups, there's all this crap. And anytime you get like the Seven of Cups, I always say to people, confusion is a symptom. It's not an actual thing. Like, it is an actual thing, but it's like whenever you feel confused, it's actually because you're trying to convince yourself that what's in front of you is a choice that matters. And it doesn't. Because if there's any confusion, it's because on some level you know that's not for you, right? And it's like, okay, what if you're walking down a path and you have two branches and you're confused which one to go? It means that you're actually not ready to make that choice at all. That you're not ready to know what path to take. And so be still. Be still and listen. And let yourself understand first your faith in your own self, your own connection to truth, so that you won't have doubts when it comes to making choices. Because if you find yourself confused often, it's because you don't have confidence in you. That's really what it's revealing. So Seven of Cups is kind of escaping the truth of and wasting your time, waste of time, distraction, and no mystery here. Seven of Pentacles, which is going round and round in circles, getting nowhere and failing. So we have this happy, successful, wonderful thing that somebody seems to be really fucking up on because of frivolous distractions like drinking, drugs, not being able to be monogamous. Those are the big ones that are easy to see, the big distractions. But other ways, it could also just be feelings, insecurities, that are distracting you and making what could have been something beautiful fail. And then we have 9 of Cups. Okay, weird. To me, what I'm seeing here right now is a general progression. Because you have the sun and now you have the moon. This is a full moon coming up in Leo. So there's some sort of breakthrough happening with regards to a situation that has really frustrated you, because it feels like somebody is almost failing on purpose or failing because of irresponsibility or superfluous stuff. Now, that could just be the way that you're perceiving it. For them, it might not seem that way, right? Either way, there is a lack of self-confidence, a lack of self-esteem here that is manifesting itself as failure. This could be a progression of, a relationship, say this is a relationship I thought was going to work out. Actually, there was a lot about this person that I didn't know. And there's a level of accepting that because of that, it's actually a failure and it can't work. And feeling much happier and much more successful on your own, with yourself. I'll tell you why I see it, because there's a lot of symbols in the cards. You go from having 2 people in the cards where they're happy and all, it's so great together, yummy, yummy. But then it's like, but this turned out to be, we're bad for each other. We're toxic for each other. We're bringing each other down, distracting each other, or certain behaviors are just mucking up the relationship. And then the failure card only has 1 person. So it's like realizing that either something is making you fail, realizing the trigger for that failure. Maybe somebody's drinking too much, somebody's very emotional, somebody's insecurity. It doesn't mean the relationship is over, but it means that is what's making you fail, right? And this happiness is finding a sense of certainty in yourself, finding a sense of self-worth that is intrinsic to you, not dependent upon somebody else. Like finding a way to be happy without needing to be with somebody else, or without needing to, without, say you're still in the relationship, you're still in the marriage, or even a business partnership, without blaming yourself, right? It's like getting to a point where you can separate yourself from the problems and the situation, as in, not that it doesn't matter to you anymore, but that you're not taking it as a personal character defect. You're recognizing, I can control my decisions and what I'm doing, and I can make my life really good and be here for the other person without letting them drag me down with them. That kind of energy, if that makes any sense. You're definitely coming to a conclusion this week that actually makes you happy and you feel good about, finally, maybe for the first time in a while. Like this sense of getting, a lot of times cups are emotions, so they're related to the moon. So each cup can represent, for me in my readings, a time frame of 1 month, because the moon cycle is 28 days, about a month. Okay, anyway. The 7 of Cups, this could be 7 months it's going on, right? But this is almost like, interesting. 7 months, there's been 7 failures, but now we have the 9 of Cups, which means maybe there's been 2 more tries, or this message is reaching out to you to say 2 more months, keep working at it. Or you're going to be very happy right now that you didn't give up, because, you fall 7 times, you got up 8. And now you're at a point where you're starting to sustain or see sustained happiness, right? That first month may have been a little bit shaky for you, because you're like, I don't know if this is gonna, it's like, I don't know if I want to get happy. I don't know if I want to let myself get too happy. But it's what the cards are saying now is you're coming out on the other side of it, realizing, I'm starting to feel comfortable being happy. Yes, that's wonderful. You're starting to come out of this conflict and this chaos on the other side, whether you decided to be single or you've actually started to see improvement in your relationship. And it's after a month, it's 2 months now. And it's like, oh, we're doing really well. Starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with, oh, okay, I'm going to let myself feel joy because I feel joy. And I don't want to be afraid or push joy away. There was just a little bit of fear there. So now you're coming out of it on the other side of it. And this message is for you, telling you, you can feel good about what you did. You can feel good about where you are. Forget about looking back. You can feel good about where you are right now because of the choices that you made based on what you were dealing with at the time. It's looking good, guys. It's looking good. So let's get a moon card. You guys ready? Are you subscribed to the channel? If not, please subscribe to the channel. We can do it all together, right? Let's do it all together. 1, 2, 3. Boop. Done. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and helping us grow. If you like this video, be sure to actually like it and show that you like it, and then leave your comments, interact, talk. That's what social media is for. And if you love this message or you love this channel, please share it on your social media platform so other people can find it too. It's very important. You're very important. Every action you take with this video is extraordinarily important. And if you're already a subscriber, just check that you are. So, like the platform of YouTube has gone through a lot of renovations in the past 2 or 3 years. So be sure that you're still subscribed and that you hit all notifications so that you know that you're actually getting alerted when I upload these videos. Okay? We have conclusions are within reach. Conclusions are within reach. This is the next full moon. The next full moon is playing big time into this. It's indicating a little bit of the future. So let's go out for about 2 weeks. In about 2 weeks' time, you'll know. In about 2 weeks' time, you'll feel a sense of certainty and security. That's where it's headed. Something will happen where you'll be able to know that it's time for you to feel secure again. Okay, or that you will be sure and certain of the choice that you've made and you'll feel good about it. And when it comes to Capricornian energy, 10 to 1, that means you've done the prep work that you need to know that your next step is secured. Right? So if this is about, I'm not saying you have to get out of a relationship. I'm using this as an example. If you are deciding, I'd be happier outside, like, I'd be happier if this ended. That's fair. This would be, okay, now I'm at a place emotionally where I feel secure with that choice. And financially, I know that I can support myself. You know what I'm saying? It's not much longer now. And you're actively working in the background. You're going to be at a place where it actually shows effectiveness. Within 2 weeks' time, you'll be sure of it. Absolutely. Ooh, look what's on the bottom of the deck. Hello. That is prosperity, opportunity, and also solidness, steadfastness. This could mean that in 2 weeks from now, around that full moon in Leo, it's if you're watching this when I upload the video, it's like February 2nd. But for you guys out in that world of forever YouTube, it's about 2 weeks from now. There's something, okay, what's going to happen? Or it's just an emotional release where you're like, okay, I feel good about this now. But that's what we're doing. So tell me what is happening. Conclusions are within reach. What happens for that to happen? There's some sort of message that comes down. Okay, this was okay. In other words, will this be a happy situation? Will this make me happy? Is this something I know that I can sustain? And then the Judgment card comes upright and it says, yes, you've made the right choice. You've made the right decisions. This is for certain. This could also be an official statement that's being made. you know, a sense of you're ready to announce that this is what you want, this is what's right for you. But certainly with the Judgment card coming out, is saying that, yeah, you will absolutely know for certain, and you'll make the right choice, or you'll know that you've made the right choice, or you'll be seeing all the things that you need to see to feel that you've made the right choice. So that's really beautiful. This was a little bit wonky, kind of unstable in the past. Well, that's not going to be that way anymore. Let's see what has shifted. Let's get a card. Heightened intuition. We're going to get your angel messages now. Okay, one card, angel message. Heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it's trustworthy. Maybe that's why all these moons are coming. All these moons are saying intuitively you already know. There's been a feeling. And by feeling, I don't mean emotion. I mean vibration. You know, you can feel that there's a vibe that's happening. You can feel that there is that you can feel the shift. And you're hearing it clearly enough to know to go with it, or which way to go because of the shift. Like, you get it. It's almost like you can feel the rumbling underneath your feet before the earthquake actually starts. You can, you know, make the right choice so that you're in a good spot for you, right? Boogie on out of there, right? You don't want to be around that. Or make the correct preparation. So your intuition is correct. I don't know, like, what is it? You leave the comments below. What are you feeling? That intuitively, it's like you already know it. It's because you're tapped into the divine foresight. You're tapped into the divine wisdom. So you're knowing things that you can't possibly know, but you know them. Right? Okay. I really want to know what's happening. Let's see. Let's continue this message in the extended reading, because I really want to know, I hope you do too, what's happening. What happens that creates this awareness? I know it's intuitive, but there's an event in 2 weeks that happens that makes it solid or certain. It's almost like quantifiable proof that that's happening. And I want to know what that is. Do you want to know what that is? I hope so. Come follow me over to Patreon and I'll see you there.